Fidel and his companions were freed after 2 years. Batista, giving in to popular protest, declared a general amnesty for political prisoners. 6 weeks after their release, Fidel left for Mexico, and there, with a group of followers, they planned a new attempt to overthrow the dictator. By the following year, 1956, Fidel had assembled the nucleus of a guerrilla force and felt ready to return to Cuba. A young Argentine doctor, Ernesto Che Guevara, joined them.
Los unió en primer lugar sus ideales. Hay un pequeño escrito de mi papá donde dice: me pasé toda la noche hablando con el jefe, con Fidel, y al otro día amanecí siendo miembro de su grupo, ¿no?
82 people, including Che, set out from Mexico on the cabin cruiser Granma.
Antes de desembarco, se cayó un hombre al agua. Empezaron a buscarlo y el hombre no aparecía y gritábamos: fulanito, Roque, Roque, y no aparecía Roque, hasta que al final dice Fidel: y de aquí no nos vamos hasta que no lo salvemos.
The Granma arrived 2 days later than expected, and the group landed in a mangrove swamp. The 82 men scattered, but were soon discovered by Batista's forces. Fidel and a few others escaped. Only 21 managed to regroup in the Sierra Maestra Mountains. This is where the guerrilla war began. Much of their support came from the farmers in the Sierra Maestra Mountains. Some of them joined the guerrillas and became commanders.
Our political philosophy is representative democracy and social justice in a well-planned economy.
In January 1959, Fidel made a triumphal entry in Havana. It had taken 25 months to defeat Batista.
La revolución empieza ahora. La revolución no será una tarea fácil. La revolución será una empresa dura y llena de peligros, sobre todo en esta etapa inicial. ¿Y en qué mejor lugar para establecer el gobierno de la República que en esta fortaleza de la revolución? No será como el 95, que vinieron los americanos y se hicieron dueños de esto. Intervinieron a última hora, pues sí que es la revolución.
I'm told that you saw your mother for the first time in 4 years this Christmas Eve.
She began to cry at the beginning, and that in several minutes she could not tell any word to me.
Hello, Fidel Jr.
Hi.
That's a very good-looking puppy you have there. Is he yours?
No, somebody gave it to my father for a present.
The same year he came to power, he embarked on a tour of the United States, hoping to promote a better understanding of the Cuban Revolution.
We are now poor country, but in a rich, poor people, but in a rich country. What we want is to work in our rich country.
Vice President Nixon was sent to meet the new Cuban leader. Nixon later wrote a memo describing Fidel as a communist who should be overthrown. In 1960, he traveled to the United States for a second time to address the General Assembly of the United Nations. When the manager of the Shelburne Hotel, worried about adverse publicity, asked him to leave, Fidel threatened to camp out on the grounds of the UN.
El dueño negro del Hotel Teresa, del barrio negro de Harlem, ofrecía el hotel, inclusive gratuitamente, a Fidel y a sus compañeros de delegación. Inmediatamente Fidel dijo: vamos para el Hotel Teresa.
At the Hotel Teresa, world leaders visited him. Nasser from Egypt and Nehru from India. Black activist Malcolm X also called on him, as did the Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev.
Aquí Khrushchev le está diciendo a la prensa, en contestación a una pregunta de si Fidel era comunista, dice: yo no sé si Fidel es comunista, yo lo que sí sé es que soy fidelista.
Our day to tell the truth has dawned, and therefore we will speak the truth.
On his return to Cuba, the first priority of Fidel's revolution was the redistribution of land through the Agrarian Reform Act.
Ya que nuestra reforma agraria afectó intereses de grandes compañías norteamericanas. A nosotros nos hacían la guerra por hacer la reforma agraria.
Cuando Fidel lee el decreto más importante de la Revolución Cubana,
en su afán de controlarlo todo,
la emoción de Fidel es tanta que Fidel enmudece, pierde la voz. Y entonces Raúl, inesperadamente, toma el micrófono y continúa leyendo el decreto de expropiación de las grandes compañías norteamericanas en Cuba.
Porque se ha ido una voz por un momento, pero ahí está él y estará.
Compañía Cubana de Electricidad. United Fruit Company.
The CIA began to plan the assassination of Fidel so as to demoralize the Cuban people and make the Bay of Pigs invasion more likely to be successful.
On April 16, 1961, in a dramatic speech following the funeral of those who had been killed, he made one of the most important declarations in Cuban history.
Primero que empieza a preguntar, ¿están de acuerdo con la reforma urbana? Y entonces los de adelante se ven todos levantando el rifle y todo el pueblo atrás, ¿no? Entonces sí, todo el mundo levanta. ¿Están de acuerdo con la reforma urbana? ¿Están de acuerdo con la reforma de la enseñanza? ¿Están de acuerdo, bueno, con toda la revolución que se ha hecho en la enseñanza, en la salud? Sí, sí, sí. Entonces dice, esto que hemos hecho se llama socialismo.
Y que esa revolución socialista la defendemos con esos fusiles.